I was house sitting for my uncle in northern Minnesota. I'd brought my girlfriend and my chihuahua. For the first few nights, the motion-activated lights out front would get triggered, but I couldn't tell what had set them off. One night, I let my dog out, and she ran off into the woods near the house. I chased after her, calling her name, when I heard the voice of my uncle call out to me. The hairs on my neck stood up as my uncle was out of state, so it couldn't be him. Then I heard my girlfriend's voice, and I was able to look back at the house and see her in the kitchen window. The last straw was hearing my dead dad's voice, and when I whipped the flashlight around, I saw something tall move out of sight. My dog came running out of the woods, and I wasted no time in grabbing her and bolting to the house and locking it up like Fort Knox. The next few nights, the motion-activated lights continued to go off, and I locked me and my girlfriend in the bedroom with my uncle's 12-gauge close at hand. Needless to say, I don't think I'll be visiting the North Woods anytime soon. I can only watch. It's too late for those caught outside. We warned them of the wind. It whips and it tears. There is one that is outpacing the others as they race back to my home, but no one is faster than the wind. The slowest is fittingly the first to fall. She's removed in layers. The wind carries shreds of jean and cloth in spirals before her screams start. Strips of skin and sinew tumble off her body as she tries to pull herself to her feet, but by the time she has raised herself, her joints are worn to next to nothing. They splinter and fail her as more and more is blown away in a mist that follows and catches her friends. It sweeps into them as a horrific gust of blood and bone particles. It isn't the first time I've seen it, and I have to admit that the one who made it to the door is faster than most. It's a shame he didn't listen. His scratching fades away as his body is reduced to nothingness. I'll have to wash what's left of them from the damn door. The tourists never learn. They come out here for the experience but never follow our warnings. The volcanoes, the atmosphere, the winds. We warn them. We always do. But money makes them feel invincible. They need to learn to just stay on Earth. My entire life, I've been blessed with a miraculous gift. I know when someone is going to die. As a child, I assumed that shadows were dark in the day and white at night. But then, one particular evening, I saw a man whose shadow blinked black and white brightly like lightning strikes, a strobe light in motion. This man didn't die. He mugged and stabbed an old woman right before my eyes. She died at the scene and the man ran off. Now I know what a flashing shadow means. Murderer. After 22 years and hundreds of thousands of experiences, I've learned two things. The white aura, which glows bright as the sun but doesn't blind, signifies that one is healthy and safe. The dark shadows walk about as silhouettes of people, arms clasped behind their backs, eerily tiptoeing, just waiting for that person to soon die. Children are the brightest, elderly people darkest, middle-aged people and in between, gray. So you can imagine how harrowing it feels to see a newborn baby at the hospital being looked down upon by a black figure. I'm writing this now because I'm just waiting to hear it. My new girlfriend and I went to dinner. She doesn't know about my gift, so she was understandably incensed when, upon stepping into the restaurant for less than a minute, I pulled her away. We had to go, and I'd explain later. I was expecting the usual tables of people with multicolored shadows across the mortality spectrum, aglow, brimming with positive laughter and mirth. But this time, the second we walked in, I was confronted by a terror I'd only seen in my worst nightmares. Everyone's shadow was black, even the children. I gripped her hand tightly and pulled her out as fast as I could, before I noticed that same horrific flashing shadow following a man with a backpack entering the business just as we got into the car. I peeled out so fast I nearly caused an accident. Fortunately, I'm now a frog in a petri dish, trapped in bumper-to-bumper traffic. I called the police. A helicopter has just passed over us. We're on the overpass directly over the restaurant. My girlfriend has always had a bright aura. All of a sudden, it's black. I don't know what mine is, but maybe we should run. It's obvious the bomb squad is yet to show up.